How does a senior NCO optimize their pension? Hey, I'm Chuck, the bureaucrat, and a couple of weeks ago, I published a video where I analyzed the optimal years of service for a lieutenant colonel and a colonel. And I got a comment asking me to do the same thing for senior NCOs. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm a Pentagon rat. I've spent most of my career leading officers and civilians, and that means I haven't really learned much about the nuances that influence career decisions for senior NCOs. And there's a couple of nuances I ran into in this analysis. Real quick, there's 5 things that influence your pension. That's your years of service, a 2.5% multiplier, your highest 36 months of base pay, an annual COLA rate, and a partial COLA that you get your first year. I'm going to ignore the cost of living adjustments for now, but if you want to know what the best month to retire is, watch this video on the COLA trap. Your years of service impacts you in 2 ways. Obviously, more years of service gets multiplied by that 2.5% multiplier. Plus, the longer you serve, the more your base pay goes up. So the more your high 36 months of base pay goes up. And here's where NCOs start to get interesting. They don't have that mandatory removal date that officers have. And that makes sense because if you enlist when you're 18, by the time you're 23, you've got 5 years of service, and that second lieutenant is just getting started. And here's something else that I find interesting. Master sergeants are kind of like colonels in that their last years of service pay raise comes at 30 years. But sergeant majors, they keep getting year of service pay raises throughout their career. So while master sergeants' high 36 months of base pay maxes out at 33 years, the sergeant majors just keep growing. Now, I also did the same thing with NCOs that I did with officers, and I looked at the total pension over a lifespan if you have lifespans between 55 years and 85 years. For master sergeants, the results look a lot like colonels in that service past 30 years only makes sense if you're expecting to live into your late 70s. But sergeant majors are a little different.
That's not funny.
I didn't say anything. See, because sergeant major pay keeps going up, if you expect to live a long life, long service makes good financial sense. Essentially, a sergeant major in good health with a family history of longevity could enjoy a long career and a generous pension. Now, no matter who you are, your personal decision about the timing of your military transition is going to be based on a whole set of personal factors. No single video is going to be able to cover all of these factors and how they interact. But if you want to join in the conversation, leave a comment below, and what we'll do is we will answer your questions or include your thoughts in future videos.